Live from the KBJR studio, this is Friday Night Lights, only on Northern News Now.
Hello and welcome to Friday Night Lights. Daniel, week 4. What in the world? You know what that means, the halfway point.
That's crazy.
Of the regular season.
It feels like we just started, and also I know it's going to be dark at like 3 p.m. soon, but you know what? Let's not think about that. We're still in September. Thanks for joining us. I'm Daniel Chiarelli.
And I'm Alexis Bass. We begin this week of Friday Night Lights down I-35 in Moose Lake.
That's right, Bass. The Rebels welcoming the Mesabi East Giants into town. Both teams trying to go to 3-1. It was a sold-out crowd for homecoming tonight down in Willow River, and they were treated to quite the performance from running back Micah Thompson. He takes the direct snap around the edge and flies into the end zone. The Rebels take a 13-point lead early in the first. On the very next drive for the Rebels, it's Thompson again. He loves that right side, tiptoeing down that right sideline, avoiding a couple of tackles, and sprinting into the end zone. 57 yards later, and the junior puts Moose Lake up by 20. So now we go to the second quarter, and who else but number 24, rumbling and stumbling into pay dirt for his third TD of the night. And on the two-point conversion, the snap goes over his head, but no big deal. He somehow finds his way through the maze of bodies and into the end zone for 2 more points. What can't this kid do? The Rebels roll all over the Giants to a tune of 41 points as they move to 3-1 with a 41-6 win over Mesabi East.
What a game that was. Now to the game of the night in week 4. Tonight features a battle of Duluth's 2 best teams. This annual rivalry game, also known as the Duluth Championship. The Greyhounds from East and the Hunters from Denfeld. East coming off their first loss, while Denfeld looks to go 4-0. 2-1 Duluth East come into the west side of town to take on 3-0 Denfeld. Hunters looking to take down the Greyhounds for the 3rd year in a row. Denfeld already up 6 in the first quarter. East looking to respond, and the pitch to Michael Lewis goes haywire. Denfeld recovers and follows it up with a handoff to who else but Tay Money Mans, who plunges over the goal line to double the Hunters' lead. This time, Lewis gets the ball and holds on to it, powering his way down to the 5. He would punch it in on the next play to put the Greyhounds on the board. It's now 14-6, but just in a matter of time before Tay Money Mans would cash in his check, he bounces off the left side, makes a play that would have also counted in a 2-hand touch. The senior puts the Hunters up 2 scores going to the break. East trying anything to find the end zone again. This time it's deep for Sam Benson, but Ethan Nault somehow nabs the INT on the tip drill. Denfeld gets their biggest win over the Greyhounds in 11 years and remains undefeated, taking down Duluth East 48-14.
And way out in Grand Rapids, the Thunderhawks hosting the Hermantown Hawks for homecoming as well. First quarter, Hermantown fakes the quarterback keep, and our cameraman might have been fooled, but you know who wasn't? The Thunderhawks. They get the fumble recovery and take the ball the other way. Now they have it on offense. Quarterback Oliver Spann rolls to his left and lets the ball fly, but it's intercepted at the line by Hermantown defensive end and quarterback Alex Schott. He's the one that flies all the way to the end zone to give the Hawks the early lead.
The most.
They go for 2 and take the lead 8-0. So we jump to the second quarter now. Grand Rapids still trailing by 8, but here comes junior running back Jackson Rabers all the way from the 33-yard line into your living room. A huge touchdown for the Thunderhawks. They also go for 2 and get it. We're all tied up at 8, but the Hawks are the ones who pull away in the second half without the Thunder as they move to 3-1 with a 49-22 win.
As for ESCO, they were out in Pequot Lakes taking on the Patriots in a Section 7 AAA Finals rematch from last year, but this year was much different. The Patriots took down ESCO 47-6. ESCO now falls to 2-2 on the season. More losses than they ever had in the past 3 years. They take on Two Harbors next week, who was off this week due to Proctor's forfeit tonight.
And elsewhere across Minnesota, the Cloquet Lumberjacks visited the Rock Ridge Wolverines, but fell by just 3 in a close one, 18-15. And then over in the 9-man ranks, the Cherry Tigers continue their undefeated season with a 38-0 shutout over Cook County. And that's not a typo, everyone. The Mountain Iron Buell Rangers put up 88 points as they win their 4th game in a row. The International Falls Broncos also moved to 4-0 on the season with a 34-15 win over the Raiders. And those Hibbing Blue Jackets pick up their 2nd win in a row with a 13-0 shutout over Pine City.
All right, how about to Maple joining the Northwestern Tigers? And oh, hey, Joven, nice to see you there. They're hosting Cumberland. We arrived to a 16-0 game in the first quarter. In the second, well, you'll find out. Tigers defense was on their P's and Q's tonight, and Ricky Erickson, right place, right time, he gets the INT, and the Tigers do what they do from there. They make their way down to the red zone, and it's none other than Bowden Teal, who hauls in another tutty for the black and yellow to make it a 22-0 game. But if you know anything about this Joven Kroll offense, you know it never stops cooking. I promise you this isn't the same clip, just the Tigers back in the end zone on their next drive. This one courtesy of Bryce Bronke. It's 28-0. Cumberland now looking to put a stop to the Tigers' feast, but wait for this. Logan Jones in his bag and on his feet, making his way past the 50, the 40, 30, and pushed out from the sideline. His second interception of the half. The Tigers do the simple math conversion from there. That's UMD commit Cooper Lawton with tutty number 5 for the Tigers. 36-0, but right before the half, Tigers pull out a trick play from their bags of tricks. QB Ethan Harms has motion to the outside. His second string Camden Kroll takes his first snap of the game, gets the big completion, and Mr. Bowden Teal says nothing is sweeter than being home sweet home in the end zone to make this game 43-0. But you know what's sweeter than that, Daniel? Winning 68-6 at home and forcing more turnovers than points allowed.
Wow.
That's a wrap from Maple, Wisconsin, Northwestern over Cumberland.
And elsewhere across Wisconsin, the Superior Spartans got shut out by the Menominee Mustangs 42-0. And out in Ashland, the Ordockers also fell to the Barron Golden Bears by a final score of 27-24.
Week 4, what do you think about that,
I still
Daniel?
can't believe Mountain Iron scored 88 points there.
I think they should have got to 100.
I think, you show a little mercy out here. You know, 88's a lot. But another week on the gridiron, another week of some amazing plays. But a little birdie tells me there might be more coming.
I think you might be right. Your source is correct. FNL is far from over because